Hello, everyone. It's Jackie, and I wanted to just say hi to everybody. I have not been able to blog for some time as I had had some surgery, actually a couple surgeries, and I have been recuperating. I now I'm home on one post-op, and I am trying to get back to my old self. I had a problem with my lungs. Actually, it was the left lung. And what had happened to me when I had my open heart surgery 2.5 years ago was that my diaphragm became compromised in the open heart surgery, and the phrenial nerve was damaged as they were sewing up the sternum. Consequently, that caused the diaphragm to react, and actually I'm trying to think of the word. It actually wrapped around my left lung, and it started to squeeze it to the point where I couldn't breathe. I had been complaining about this for probably 2 years to my cardiologist, and they did a number of tests, and I saw a number of doctors, but nobody seemed to know what the problem was. But one thing I knew my body, and I knew that something wasn't right. And so I continued to push and push. And finally I saw the last doctor was a thoracic doctor, a thoracic surgeon. And he realized that it wasn't half of the left lung, it was 3/4 of the left lung that was actually being compromised. So what they decided was they were going to do what's called a fluctuation of the diaphragm. And a fluctuation means that they take through robotic surgery, and they pull the diaphragm away from the lung and they tie it down. They were able to, the first surgery actually went quite well, and they were able to do it successful from what I understand. But the problem happened that 3 days after, or maybe it was 4 days, they released me. And that was after they had taken the drain tubes out of my lungs and released me the following day. Maybe it was too soon. I don't know exactly why, but I was home 12 hours when I spiked a very high fever and had to go back to emergency. And at that time, they realized that I was hemorrhaging out of my left cavity of the lung on the left side. And they had to do emergency surgery in the middle of the night. So that was a tough one. And it was like starting over from square one. It was the same surgery, only this time they had to remove 1.5 liters of blood out of my lung cavity because it was coming out that fast. And it was also gelling, so they couldn't just clean it out. They had to actually go in and remove this large blood cloth. I'll tell you what, I had open heart surgery, and the pain is very hard, but this one actually beat this. The pain on the lung really beat the pain that I even experienced on the heart. Today is the first day that I'm actually up and dressed, and I decided that I'm going to do a blog because I didn't want to just drop everybody and not get in touch with you. And I wanted to let everybody know where I've been and what's been going on. And being that now I am exactly 7 days post-op home, I'm recovering. Slowly, but I'm recovering. And I'm hoping that now I'm going to be moving along in a much better direction. And the one thing is I could breathe now. It's going to take a while. Probably going to take me a good month to get my strength back. But that's okay. As long as I'm better, they found my problem and they were able to fix it and stop the bleeding. tell you what, being on blood thinners, it's very hard. See, when they operate on you with blood thinners, they actually have to bridge you. So they have to bridge you off of the medication that you are taking and put you on a shot. So really, you're in a different place, medically speaking, with your blood until they take over at the date of surgery. Unfortunately, what happened is when they restarted my blood and my blood thinners, I hemorrhaged. So I have had a problem with the Coumadin probably from the very beginning when I had my first open heart surgery. So I don't want to seem doom and gloom. I was hoping that this blog would be something that could say, I'm back. Slowly but surely, I will get back, and I will be blogging regularly. And I'm hoping that there's no more setbacks, because you know what? If I don't see another hospital in my life, I've seen too many. So without that being said, I wish you all a happy weekend. Enjoy the sun, and I'll be blogging you soon. Take care.